are there more attacks on free speech than there have been, or is it the same?
The global picture is getting worse for sure.
Okay.
And that's scary as hell because when every country around us is turning on freedom of speech and, and in the formerly free world as well, that's a big problem because it's
Hmm.
hard to maintain. Like if we're the only country protecting free speech at all, if we're totally alone in this, that's a problem. The BBC thing was fascinating, by the way, though, because my mother's British. I spent a lot of time over there as a kid. And they are in complete and utter denial. They are even in a free speech crisis.
Wow.
And so I did this BBC show, and Graham Linehan, the guy who wrote Father Ted and the IT crowd, he got arrested for those tweets that you mentioned. And there's been this like, oh no, it's not really that bad in Britain kind of like reaction from a lot of people in Britain. And I was on BBC, as best I can tell, to be the how dare you Americans pick on the United States for being in trouble? Isn't the Trump administration bad on free speech? And I was just constantly like, no, guys, you're in serious, serious trouble.
Yeah, that's what's really interesting, because a lot of people were saying, "Oh, this is a line in the sand, and this is going to wake everybody up in Britain." And I had text communications with a lot of our mutual friends, and we were talking about this, like, "Oh, this is the thing that's going to wake them up." And I'm like, "I don't. Do you get that sense? I don't feel like it is."
It was powerful that there were some politicians actually saying maybe our hate speech laws have gone too far, and that's the first time I've seen recognition of that at all. So maybe it does give me a little bit of hope. But here's the problem. In order to so basically you're in the strongest position for freedom of speech if you have two different things: strong free speech law and a strong free speech culture. Britain has neither at this point. People are like, well, like someone said something really offensive in this case, and saying, just like they would say the idea of like punching someone who's trans in the nuts, would, that's inciting violence. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's cracking a joke about what you should do if a man is in a woman's space that nobody would have batted an eye at in any other
Mhm.
context. So when I go over there and I talk to Brits these days, I really do feel like they're in the most dangerous situation of all, where they believe the moral fervor and like the good guys really are the censors at this point.